Welcome to our electromagnetic theory course. In this class, we will discuss one of the fundamental topic which is very helpful in our electromagnetic field theory. The topic is nothing but differential elements along unit vectors. Name itself, unit vector means the magnitude of these vectors is equal to unity. That's why these vectors are called as unit vectors. Now tell me, what are the unit vectors? In Cartesian coordinate system, unit vectors are ax, ay, az. In cylindrical coordinate system, a rho a by az. In spherical coordinate system, I am writing clearly. In Cartesian, elements are what? X, Y, Z. Unit vectors along this ax, ay, az. These are the unit vectors. Similarly, in cylindrical coordinate system, elements are rho, pi, z, and unit vector along rho is 0, along pi, a pi, along z, a z. Similarly, here elements in spherical coordinate system are theta, pi. Now, elements are a theta, a pi. So, elements are r theta pi, unit vectors are like this. Now coming to this, unit vector differential element along x direction means if this x is incremented by a small amount, let us say that is represented by what? dx. Dx is the differential element along x direction. If this y is incremented by a small amount of dy, then you will get y plus d. That is here differential element along y direction is d phi. Now differential element along the z direction is what? dz. Means if the z is incremented by a small amount z, then point simply to what? Z plus dz. Similarly, here x, y, z. Okay, basically the range of x, y, z is from minus infinity to plus infinity along negative x axis, minus infinity, extreme value, and positive x axis, positive infinity. Similarly for y, z also same thing. And that means x, y, z may be taken as the distances. Basically, distance is measured in terms of the meters. Now coming to what is rho? Rho is the radius of the cylinder. Basically, radius is measured in terms of meters or centimeters, just like distance. So that's why it is similar to what? Similar to dx, dy, dz. Differential element along rho direction, that means along the unit vector, is given by what? Is d rho. And pi, for pi, we can write d pi. But pi is the angle. Remember like this only for simplicity. Pi is the angle made by whom? Rho makes an angle. Rho makes an angle pi with x axis. So that's why it is multiplied like this. And it is same as the Cartesian coordinate system. Now coming to this. Here pi is angle made by rho. So that's why I am taking like this. And here rho is radius. So for rho you have taken d rho. Similarly for r you can take that as a d. Next coming to for theta, it is what? R d theta. Since theta is angle made by r. Next, last element is r sin theta. If you have any doubt, I will give a simple reference for this, the collected components r sin theta and this r also. Let us go for cylindrical coordinate system first. Take a small cylinder of radius rho. It is also radius of the cylinder is rho. This rho is making an angle with x axis. It is x, it is y, it is z. So some angle in anti-clockwise direction, this angle is called as what? Phi. It is our symbol of radius. Clear? This phi is directed by rho, so that's why in case of differential element along phi direction it is multiplied by rho. Similarly, if you go for the spherical coordinate system, in case of spherical coordinate system, we need to take what a sphere like this. Let us take a sphere of radius r. Okay, so this r, this is the x-axis, this one is the y-axis, this is the y-axis. This r is making an angle downward direction, in this case upward direction, means here it is clockwise, it is anti-clockwise. This is the theta. This theta is angle made by r. This r as a component, that means r can be projected in two directions, means like this side, left side, and right side. It is adjacent component, so that's why in spherical coordinate system we have relation z equal to r cos theta. That means z is what? Adjacent component of r. And what about the opposite component? For theta, r cos theta, here it is what? 90 minus theta. So here also same thing, here we get what? R into cos of 90 minus theta, that is what? This gives r sin theta. This r sin theta, if you see clearly, basically if you observe, we will take like this. This one is perfectly projected on z axis, that's why z equal to r cos theta. Here it is projected on y axis, looking like projected on y axis, but it is not projected on y axis. Basically it is projected in xy plane. Let us take this as your r sin theta. It is projected in this thing, xy plane. It is making an angle with the x axis. That angle is so this is all about the components in cylindrical and spherical. Of course, the Cartesian x, y, these are the axes, x, y. Next, what about this differential element? What about the importance of these differential elements? These differential elements in our electromagnetic theory. Basically, in our electromagnetic theory, we have four important equations. That four important equations are nothing but Maxwell's equations. In order to derive the Maxwell's equations, we require the knowledge of divergence, curl, gradient. Gradient of a scalar function, divergence of a vector function, curl of a vector function. In order to derive that divergence, gradient, curl, we require the knowledge of these differential elements. Basically, it is better to write the Maxwell's equations. What are the Maxwell's equations? We have four equations. Maxwell's equations are nothing but equations relate electric and magnetic field parameters. That means if you know electric field, you can find magnetic field. Or else if you know magnetic field, you can find electric field. That is vice versa. So now we have four Maxwell's equations. The four Maxwell's equations are given by like this. Basically, Maxwell's equations can be applied by applying this del on electric and magnetic field parameters. We have so many parameters of electromagnetic fields, but the main parameters are intensity and density parameters. So intensity parameter is electric field intensity like this, and density parameter, that is electric flux density, like this. Similarly, here E, electric field intensity is represented by E, magnetic field intensity is represented by H. It is electric flux density, here it is magnetic flux density. What I said, in order to derive divergence, curl, gradient in different coordinate systems, we require the knowledge of these things. Okay? Why we need to know about this divergence, curl, gradient formula? To analyze our fields. like this. That means basically these are del can be applied on del can be applied as what gradient divergence curl. Here I am considering divergence and curl cases only. Means here if you apply del like this, like this, like this. Now your question is, we can apply curl divergence basically on the vectors. Means these are the vectors. Clearly, these are the vectors. My question is, in case of Maxwell's equations, that means, okay, what I want to say is, in order to get Maxwell's equations, what is the requirement of this del? Means either we need to apply divergence or curl. Okay, suppose if I apply del dot here del dot h del dot, okay, or else del cross like this. Remember this part in order to know about these Maxwell's equations. If you apply divergence and curl on electric and magnetic field parameters, you will get Maxwell's equations. Basically, curl is applied on intensity parameters. It is electric field intensity like this. Curl is applied on intensity parameters, whereas divergence is applied on density parameters. In divergence, we have first letter as D, and in density also first letter D. You can remember for the sake of simplicity. Here, del cross E is equal to what? Minus dou B by dou T. It is one of the Maxwell's equation. This del dot D gives something, that is dou B. That is one of the Maxwell's equation. And del cross H is equal to sigma E plus epsilon dou E by dou T. Del dot B equal to G. I think you might be studied these equations in your E1 engineering or in your intermediate courses. These are the basically four important Maxwell equations. If you observe these equations, what you have here, curl of a vector, divergence of a vector, curl of a vector. Now tell me, what are the Maxwell's equations? If you apply curl and divergence on the electromagnetic field parameters, of course intensity and density parameters, you will get some relation. So we will get equations, relations equations. These equations are called as Maxwell's equations. You can observe that from here it is H. This H is related to what? Electric field intensity. Means basically Maxwell's equations relate electric and magnetic field parameters. Here I have E, that E is related to magnetic flux density. Okay? That means in order to analyze these equations, we require this curl divergence in different coordinate system. In Cartesian, in cylindrical, in spherical. Now, our basic topic is what actually we need to focus on this one, that is differential elements along with unit vectors and their significance. The significance of these elements is nothing but we can derive or we can find formula for gradient, divergence, curl in different coordinate system. For the sake of simplicity, I am writing this dx as this 1 into dx only, 1 into dy only, 1 into dz only, 1 into d rho only, rho into d pi, 1 into dz. Here it is 1 into dr, r d theta, cos theta. Why I am writing like this? If you see here 1 without these ones, basically dx dy dz. Here I have d pi. This d pi is multiplied by some multiplication factor. I am considering the multiplication factor of this differential element first element. For the first elements, I am taking this as H1, H2, H3. Now tell me, for the Cartesian coordinate system, what about this H1 equal to H2 equal to H3 equal to? Similarly, for cylindrical coordinate system, H1 equal to what? H1 equal to what? H2, H3, and last one for spherical coordinate system. Spherical coordinate system, H1 is equal to H2 is equal to H3 is equal to what I said. Here H1 is nothing but what? Multiplication factor of dx, it is what? 1. H2 is what? Multiplication factor of dy, that is 1. H3 is what? 1. Similarly, for cylindrical, the multiplication factor of dy is what? 1. The multiplication factor of the dy is what? Rho. The multiplication factor of dz is what? That is H3. Now, spherical coordinate system, the multiplication factor of dr is 1. The multiplication factor of r d theta is r. The multiplication factor of H3 is what? That is r sin. Okay? In case of Cartesian coordinate system, all are ones. We need to remember this H1, H2, H3 in case of the cylindrical system. We can easily remember these H1, H2, H3. How? See, it is first element rho, d rho. Next, second element is what? Pi. Pi is angle. Our focus should be on the angles. Where you have angles, in case of cylindrical coordinate system, elements are rho, pi, z. Here we have angle that is pi. Pi is angle made by rho. Second element. So that's why H2. Second element is H2. H2 is, this pi is what? Angle made by rho. That's why I am taking that. And in case of spherical coordinate system, here we have r, theta, pi. Where we have angles theta. Theta is angle made by r. That is second one. That's why H2 is equal to r. And pi is angle made by projected component of r sin. Already we have diagram. Okay. This is x. This is y. This is z. Here radius of cylinder, radius of sphere theta, and projected component r sin theta. It is making an angle pi like this. It is downward angle. That means clockwise angle. It is upward angle. That is anti-clockwise. This pi is angle made by r sin theta. That is third component. That's why H3 is a r sin theta. And theta is angle made by whom? R. So that's why as theta is second element, we can take that further multiplication factor of the d theta as H2 because it is second element. H2 equal to r. This is all about the differential elements and their multiplication factors along with unit vectors. Okay? Now we need to move on to, that is, importance of these H1, H2, H3 in the derivation of gradient of a scalar function. Basically, the gradient of a scalar function is given by del f. F is a some scalar function. You can write gradient function as dou f. Okay, you have to take like this. We need to consider the importance of the H1, H2, H3. 1 by H1, rho f by rho u a u. U is the element, first element in the given coordinate system. Means if it is Cartesian, x. If it is cylindrical, rho. If it is spherical, u is r. Next, plus 1 by H2, dou f by dou v. V is second element in the given coordinate system. If it is spherical, second element is third element in the given coordinate system. That is a vector. Now I can write in Cartesian coordinate system. In Cartesian coordinate system, what are the elements? X comma y comma z means u v w should be replaced with what? U comma v comma w replaced with what? U v w are replaced with what? X comma y comma z respectively means u is x, v is y and w is z. And h1 equal to what? 1, h2 is also 1, h3 is equal to 1. It is about the Cartesian coordinate system. Now substitute in this one, you will get what? Del f 1 by h1, 1 by 1, 1 into something, that something only. What is that something? Dou f by dou u. What is u? X, ax plus 1 by h2, that is 1 by 1. Again 1 into something, that something, that is dou f by dou. V is what? Second element, like this. And similarly, last one, that is dou f by dou z. This is the Carnot gradient of the given scalar function in case of Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, now move on to second one, that is what? Del f in cylindrical. That is in cylindrical coordinate system. In cylindrical coordinate system, UVW. Tell me, what are UVW? First element, second element, third element in cylindrical coordinate system. That is rho by z. And h1 is 1. h2 is what? h2 means pi element. Pi element is angle made by rho. h3 is 1. Now substitute in this one. This is very important. By using this formula, the generalized formula, we can derive gradient formula in different coordinate system. What about our topic? Differential elements. Differential elements along the unit vectors. Now substitute in this one. That is what? I am substituting here. Here itself del f 1 by h1. h1 is what? 1. Dou f by dou rho. Ye rho. 1 by h2. 1 by h2. h2 is rho. Dou f. V means second element. That is our pi. Dou pi. Actually, I forgot to write here. Unit vector given. Pi plus 1 by h3 means 1 by 1, and that is 1. 1 into something, that's something. What is that something? Dou f by rho w. What is w? Dou f by dou z. If you see here, this third element, here it is third element, both are same. Since what are the elements in the Cartesian coordinate system? X, y, z. It is last element is z. Here, what are the elements in the cylindrical coordinate system? The third element, both are matched, that is z, z. So, this is about the gradient formula, cylindrical coordinate system. Clear? Now, move on to the third one. That is what? That is what? Gradient formula in spherical coordinate system. In spherical elements are what? UVW are replaced with what? UVW are replaced with R theta pi, and H1 is equal to 1, H2 is R, H3 is R sin theta. Very easy. How? H2, second element theta is angle made by R. Pi, third element, this pi is angle made by projected component R sin theta or R sin theta. Now substitute in this one, that is del f 1 by h1, that is dou f, first element dou r here, and 1 by h2, that is what? 1 by r, dou f by dou theta a theta, plus 1 by r sin theta dou f by dou pi a. So this is about what? Gradient formula in spherical coordinate system. Now I can easily write that gradient formula in remaining coordinate system like dou f by dou x ax plus dou f by dou y ay plus dou f by dou z and del f, that is dou f by dou rho. Multiplication factor h1 is 1 only, that's why like this, and h2 is rho, that's why I am taking here 1 by rho dou f by dou pi, second element, and last one same as in Cartesian, that is dou f by dou z a. These are the equations for the gradient in different coordinates. By using these formula, you can find gradient of the given scalar function. How we derived these formulae? By using what? That h1, h2, h3. Where you obtained this h1, h2, h3? From the differential elements dx, dy, dz in case of Cartesian coordinate system, in case of spherical coordinate system, in case of spherical coordinate system, dr along r tan theta r d theta. Please remember, along the pi is angular by whom? R sin theta d pi. If you remove the d pi d theta, you will get some factors. The factors I am taking as h1, h2, h3. With the help of these h1, h2, h3, I can derive gradient formula. Gradient is over. Now move on to divergence. Basically, what is meant by divergence? Divergence, convergence. Converge means it gives some finite value. Divergence means spreading. Basically, in our subject, divergence indicates the net outward flow of the flux. Net outward flow of the flux. So that's why we have to study the divergence also. Now move on to what? Divergence. How we derive the gradient of the scalar function? By using h1, h2, h3 means first we have written generalized formula, that is in terms of h1, h2, h3. And if you substitute h1, h2, h3 for the given coordinate system, of course UVW also, you will get gradient for the given, you will get the gradient formula for the given coordinate system. Here also same thing. The divergence formula is given by, basically divergence can be applied on a vector. Divergence of a vector. Divergence of a vector is nothing but del dot A is equal to 1 by h1, h2, h3 into first element. What I said? First element I considered as in the previous case u, second element v, third element w. Here also take like that only. Dou by dou u. And it is vector. We know the vector representation. Basically, vector is represented as A, AU. For this case, UVW is AV plus AW. If it is cylindrical, you can write this as arrow, A pi, AZ. If it is in Cartesian, AX plus AY plus AZ. If it is in spherical, A is equal to AR plus A theta, AY. Please remember this representation. Okay. Now move on to our generalized formula, that is dou by dou u. It is first one. First one means don't take this h1, only consider remaining, that is what? h2, h3 into magnitude of given vector along u direction is given by what? AU. And similarly, for the second element. For the first element, we can say dou by dou u. For the second, it should be dou by dou v. And for the first, I didn't consider this h1. Now tell me, as it is second, remove this h2. Take the multiplication of remaining two. What are the remaining two? h1, h3, av plus dou by dou w. Third one. Now it is easy. Except h3, I need to take remaining two. h1, h2, a, w. And this 1 by h1, h2, h3 is multiplied by this both is common to. Now, in Cartesian. In Cartesian means what? UVW are replaced with what? XYZ, H1, H2, H3, H1 is equal to 1, H2 is equal to 1, H3 is equal to 1. Substitute in this one, you will get what? 1 by 1 into 1 into 1, that gives what? 1, 1 by 1, 1. 1 into something, that's something. Write down that something. What is that something? That is dou by dou x. That is actually dou x, and like this. Dou by dou x. H2, H3. What are H2, H3? That is 1 into 1, 1 only. And here we can take this as what? Ax. And here I am writing simplify this one, and I can take dou ax by dou x. As h1, h2, h3 are equal to 1. Here in this case we got what? For the first dou ax by dou x. Similarly, here also you get what? Dou ay by dou y plus dou az by dou z. Simplify this, definitely you get what? Del dot a bar is equal to like this one. Now tell me, what is the importance of differential elements with the help of the differential elements and their multiplication factors h1, h2, h3? We can derive divergence also. Of course, we can easily remember this formula. For x, here it is x. For y, here it is ay. For z, okay, it is the divergence formula in case of Cartesian coordinate system. Now move on to second one. What is that? In cylindrical coordinate system, UVW replace with what? Rho, pi, z. Rho is first element, pi is second element, z is third element. First, second, third. Now what about h1? 1, h2, rho, h3, 1. How? I have written all these things, that is h1, h2, h3 easily. h1 means first one, that is rho du, means multiplication factor is 1. Pi is angular by rho, that's why rho d pi. For d pi, you have multiplication factor this. Now substitute in this one. Substitute in this one. We will get that is del dot a bar is equal to 1 by h1, h2, h3, that is 1 into rho into 1 gives what? 1 by rho 4 multiplied by. This thing is multiplied by all these terms. That is first element is what? Dou by dou rho. H2, H3, H2 is rho, H3 is 1 means rho, a rho. Second element, that is dou by dou pi. Except H2, we need to multiply remaining 2, that is H1, H3, that is 1 into 1 only. And 1 into H1 into H3, here it is H1, H3, that is 1 into this something. What is that something? Second element, this is AV, means A plus dou by dou W of means second element, that is dou by dou Z. H1, H2, H1 is 1 and H2 is what? Rho 1 into rho only. 1 into rho only na. Else if you want, you can write like this 1 into rho into and AW. What is AW? That is A. It is not there dot product, just multiplication. Okay. Now simplify this. You will get what? 1 by rho. Rho by rho. Rho plus 1 by rho rho A by rho by. And here I am writing this as this is rho by rho. Cancel out this row cancel out. You will get what? Rho A by rho. Now tell me. Okay, here rho by rho cancel out. Here also rho, this row also cancel. But I have written 1 by rho by rho of rho into A rho. Because here differentiation with respect to rho means it is not constant. Whereas here differentiation, partial differentiation with respect to what? Then means this rho is taken as constant. That's why I am sending the rho out of this one. We don't know about this A by A rho. That may be anything. They may be constants, okay? Maybe variables. We don't know about this A rho, A by A rho. These may be variables. These are maybe variables or constants. Okay, that's why put this A rho, A by this. Whereas if you go for here, it is partial differentiation with respect to Z. Means rho and pi are taken as constants. Clear? Now, next, last one, that is divergence in spherical coordinate system. Divergence in spherical coordinate system. Where I can write. Oh. I am reviewing this. This formula is very simple. That is in Cartesian. And dot A is what? Rho AX for X, X for Y, Y, rho AY by rho Y, Z, rho AZ by rho Z. This is in Cartesian in first coordinate system, first one, and it is in second coordinate system, that is cylindrical, and last one in spherical. The last one means acoustic and unknown. In spherical coordinate system, we have h1 is equal to 1, h2. Sorry, we need to replace elements, that is u, v, w. First element, second element, third element. What are the elements in the spherical coordinate system? R, theta, pi. Is it clear? Now h1 is 1, h2 is theta. This theta is the angle made by R. Pi, that is h3. H3 is what? This pi is angle in the xy plane, and it is made by our projected component R sin theta. Projected component projected in this projected component projected in xy plane and makes an angle pi with x-axis. Okay, now substitute all this in this one, you will get what? Del dot A. Of course, you can simplify this 1 by h1, h2, h3. 1 into R sin theta, that is R square sin theta, R square sin theta, R square sin theta. R square sin theta into 1 by h1, h2, h3, 1 by R square sin theta. Substitute this one, that is rho by rho R. h2 is this one, h3 is that one. That is R into R sin theta gives what? R square sin theta. Here, AU means first element, that is here, plus rho by rho theta. Rho by rho theta. H1 and H3. H1 is 1 and H3 is what? R sin theta. So that's why I am writing here R sin theta A by R sin theta A by plus dou by dou pi H1 H2 means that is R A, sorry, it is second derivative of theta na dou by dou pi R A by. Now simplify this one. You will get delta A as what? Differentiation with respect to R. Differentiation with respect to R. Dou by dou R. Dou by dou R. But sin theta or pi components taken as constants. Here sin theta is constant. We can write this sin theta cancel out. 1 by R square dou by dou R square theta. Don't cancel this R square because here partial differentiation with respect to R. First we need to perform the differentiation. Then only we can cancel R. Okay. Now, if there is a possibility of cancellation, we can cancel. Otherwise, next here we can go for what? 1 by R square sin theta. With respect to theta means R is constant. R by R square sin theta means 1 by R sin theta dou by dou theta into sin theta a theta dou by dou theta of sin theta a theta plus dou by, okay, of course, here again differentiation with respect to R by 1 by R square sin theta R by 1 by R square sin theta again 1 by R sin theta. It is this one is cancelled. Remaining is what? Dou A pi by dou R. This is del dot A in spherical coordinate system. No need to by heart these formulas. You can easily derive or you can easily remember if you know that H1, H2, H3. Okay, that's why that H1, H2, H3 and differential elements in different coordinate systems are very important. With that differential elements and H1, H2, H3, we derive it later in Cartesian, cylindrical, spherical. Here also we derive what? Divergence in Cartesian, cylindrical, spherical. This is called equation. With the help of this equation, we can find divergence of a given vector. Divergence of a given vector. If it is given in terms of what? R theta pi, means if it is represented in spherical coordinates. By using this, we can find divergence at a particular point. Divergence of a vector at a particular point. This del dot A bar in cylindrical, del dot A bar in this one. Last one, this upper one, del dot A. Okay, this is all about the divergence. We have one more thing, that is called what I said. By using H1, H2, H3, by using H1, H2, H3, we can derive gradient in different coordinate systems, Cartesian, cylindrical, spherical, and divergence. And of course, last one, that is called curl of a vector. Next topic is what? Curl of a vector. Of course, it is very simple. As it is simple, you can easily derive. Okay? Now, move on to what? That is curl of a vector. If vector A is like this, that is curl of a vector is given by this. Curl of a vector. Curl of a vector. Then proceed. Again, the formula 1 by H1, H2, H3. Here it is H1, AU, H2, AV. AU means is not Andhra University unit vector along the U direction. Means RS unit vector along the first element in the given coordinate system. H3, AW, and here dou by dou rho. Sorry, what is that? Dou by dou U. Dou by dou V, dou by dou V. And last one, given vector. For the unit vectors like this, If it is A, here we need to write H1 AU, H2 AB, H3 A. Okay. I am directly writing for a spherical. That is 1 by H1, H2, H3. H1 is 1, H2 is what? A spherical. H1 is 1, H2 is what? R, H3 is what? R sin theta. And UVW are replaced with what? UVW are replaced with what? R theta phi. In case of spherical coordinate system, you can write this as what? 1 by R square sin theta. And here H1 is what? 1. H1 is 1. Here U means first element AR. And H2 is R A theta. And H3 is R sin theta. This one R sin theta. R sin theta. A pi by dou by dou R. Dou by dou theta. Dou by dou pi. Dou by dou pi. Here it is what? H1 AU. H1 AU means what? Sin theta. That is here. Here. R A theta. R sin theta. You see here, this one, these are same. If the vector is B, here we have to take VR. Here it is R B theta. Here R sin theta. B. Sorry, it is unit vector. Okay. For the Cartesian and cylindrical, we can easily derive by using this 1 by H1, H2, H3. This formula. Only we have to substitute H1, H2. Suppose if it is Cartesian, all are rounds AX, AY, AY. Dou by dou X, dou by dou Y, dou by dou Y. AX, AY, AY. If it is cylindrical, I am writing for cylindrical directly. Of course, I know your talent. So you are, I know you are very talented. So that's why I am writing directly. Here it is what? It is AR, R A theta, R sin theta, A pi for spherical coordinate system. And for the cylindrical, this can be written as what? That is 1 by R square sin theta. Sorry, 1 by H1, H2, H3. What are, that is 1 by rho. Since H1 is 1, H2 is rho, H3 is 1. Now, write the unit vectors along rho, A rho, along pi, rho A pi, along Z, A Z. Dou by dou rho, dou by dou pi, dou by dou Z. And here it is A rho, rho A pi, A. Here also we use what? Along pi. Differential element is what? Rho into d pi, along unit vector. That means along a unit vector A pi, we can take rho unit vector. Right. Okay, this is the rho. And if you want to write del cross A in Cartesian, H1, H2, H3, all are ones, 1 by 1. That is 1 into something, that's something. What about that something? Unit vectors first AX, AY, AZ. Dou by dou X, dou by dou Y, dou by dou Z. And here AX, AY. This is all about the curl here. Vector. Curl here. Now tell me what we discussed in today's class. First, our discussion started with unit vectors. After that, elements, differential elements along the unit vectors, that is dx, dy, dz for Cartesian, for cylindrical, d rho, d phi, and dz. For spherical, dr, r d theta, r sin theta. From that, we can write h1, h2, h3. With the help of that h1, h3, h3, we can derive gradient and divergence value in different coordinate systems, that is in Cartesian, cylindrical, spherical. That's why this topic is very, very important. Without this, we can't know how we got divergence formula like this only, or gradient formula why like this only. So, if you know this h1, h2, h3, we can derive gradient, divergence, Hull formula very easily. Of course, this divergence and gradient are very helpful in the analysis of our electromagnetic fields. This is our first class. We can take introduction class, or we can take a very important class in electromagnetic theory. Without this, you can't know about the divergence and the gradient. Why gradient is like this only? Why divergence? Like this. Why current formula in spherical like this only? If you know that H1, H2, H3, we have some knowledge, we have some command on that. This is all about today's class. We will meet in the next class. Okay? After lockdown, I think it is a what I want to say. It is a lengthy class. Of course, video is lengthy, but very useful. Please watch this video. Okay? If you know this one, you can feel our subject EMF is very easy. Thank you for watching. Good night.